Hi, my loves. We're in a new location because we are on set shooting for Drag Brunch Saved My Life. And today I'm going to show you how to get this look. So I've already gone in and started my face because I am also doing a photo shoot at the same time, which means I already shot this look. Oh, I can't show you that. I can't show you that because that episode's not out yet. That'd be a spoiler alert. Naughty. I see what you're doing. Okay, so this look I was super inspired by the 2-in-1 looks that they do on Drag Race. So we're gonna kind of carve out my face a bit differently here than how the other look was. Now, if you need help with carving your makeup and you're getting into drag and you're not sure how to shape your face, I do have a tutorial for that as well, which will be linked below and possibly pop up here if I figure out how to do that. When I decided to make different types of drag looks for the show, I knew I wanted to do something that touched base on how I feel as a human. If you don't know, out of drag, I am non-binary. So the transient in me was like, I want to do something that represents that. The trench coat falling off at the hips is because it's peeling away the masculinity. And if you look closely at the detail, you'll see that there's a deconstructed dress shirt that's wrapped up and the arms are what's reaching up behind my neck trying to pull me down, that masculinity that's been forced upon me. And then the beautiful bustier and the aggressive makeup and just over the top femininity, to me, in my own expressive way, is pushing through. Once you're done shaping your face, you can skip to the next part. All right, my loves, you guessed it. We're going back in with my old faithful, Miss Morphelina. That's Nude Ambition, reminding me of Nude Ambition. What does that remind me of? Marilyn Monroe. So we're doing a very aggressive blocked brow today. So I'm gonna go in and just build up this pigment under the brow bone. We're gonna do, I like to call them those like Spock brows where it's straight across. So we'll be doing that today. And we are doing a very, very heavy, very smoky, dramatic eye look. It's really weird going back and recreating something that you organically created. Just popping some brightness into there and then just a little under the eye because I am gonna be putting a ton of darkness on this eye shape. I'm gonna go in with just like more of like a warmer tone to map out where the shape of the eye is going to be before we go in and start smoking the shit out of her. I don't know if I can say shit on YouTube, but I'm not monetized yet, so please keep watching. I would love to be monetized on here, darlings. I'm going to drag this almost right into my hairline. It's aggressive, and it's going to go all the way up, and then we're going to shape her down towards the inner corner of the eye. I'm just tapping that out. Now the under eye is going to be quite dark as well. Keep that big fluffy brush and we're just going to go all the way in. Almost picture like a fox. We're doing an intense eye. It's really fun getting to do different types of makeup and building these different looks for the show. Because y'all know, if you follow me and you come to shows, you know I don't do intense makeup like this and my hair is not large and over the top because I twirl. She's a plus size diva who dances the house. And it's really fun to tap into this, like, I don't want to say more creative because that makes it sound like what I do normally isn't creative, but a different type of creativity. I went in and deepened up the shades here. So I went into this one here. And now we're going to go in with the smaller brush and we're going to start really smoking this out. This is where things start to get dramatic. Okay. So speaking of the drama, was there any drama? Oh, whoa, I didn't even plan that. So if you've watched this week's episode, you will know that some intensity happened on the judges panel. Tensions were a little high in this episode. There was some education that needed to happen. So here's the thing. It's okay to get things wrong. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to need education. But it's only okay to need those things and have those things happen if your intentions are good. So, if you're coming at me crazy about people I love and care about, it's not going to go well. It's just not. You can come for me. You can come for me all you want. And people have. And I'm sure people will continue. But once you start fucking around with people I care about, or things I really care about, that's where we take issue. So that panel was a little bit heated. It was definitely a tough episode to shoot. The energy in the room when I came in was so tense because keep in mind, each episode takes 4 days to shoot. So I would come in for day 3, and the set the whole time, it was so much fun to work on. We were coming in and out from tour, but I felt like something was off, and no one was telling me what was going on, and I couldn't figure it out until in the room. And just the comments and the energy behind the comments that she was making, I was really, really shocked. Now, I will say she was enamored by me. Duh, I walked in looking fucking gorgeous. Of course she was. The titties were pillowing, you know. But, okay, I'm not one of those people that if it doesn't benefit me, then I'm like, no. Or if it does benefit me, then I'm like, it's okay. Like, no, do what's right. And it just put me in a really uncomfortable spot because I could quickly feel that the tensions were going on because of this individual. If you haven't watched the episode yet, go watch the episode and come back because spoiler alerts are about to come. So there was definite tension, and you know, growing up in a small town myself, I understand. We are taught specific things from the media. This happens. As we spill the tea, the eyeshadow spilled. So here we are. So I can understand having reservations, especially with all the propaganda about drag news right now, and they had their own personal stuff that had happened, whatever. However, don't shit in my Cheerios and tell me it's okay. I don't think that's the same, but I heard something like that when I was living in Texas, so there it is. It was a very strange experience. It was so tense. And we got into it on the panel. 100%. I was not having it. And I could feel everyone from the crew just kind of like, but I'm not going to sit there and not stand up for what's right. Ever. Ever. So I didn't. And maybe that's not what I was supposed to do, but it's reality TV. And that's what really happened. So I don't know what's going to make the cut because the show, there wasn't drama. It's like, that's not what the show is about. But there was drama that day. When, oh, by the way, I'm just going in now with this over here, this darkness. As I talk about the darkness actually lifted. So when I came in for the brunch, it was a different energy. And she seemed like really of the team. And like, as you know from watching the episode, the brunch was packed. So that was great for the business. And all of the performers did such a great job. And they were told, like, you know, this brunch is family friendly. So everybody came appropriately because contrary to propaganda beliefs, drag performers understand what family friendly means, no matter how much you try to lie about it. Y'all know, or you wouldn't be here, but I was really, really happy to see that when we saw each other, her energy had shifted, and like, I ended up getting a hug out of her. And I really hope and feel like it changed her opinion on drag. And I think it's so easy to villainize things that you don't have around you because you don't know, you know? And I feel like when you have biases and built-in prejudices and they're smashed by meeting somebody that you're like, oh, actually this person's not a nightmare or a demon, you know, it's nice to see. So I'm glad that she was able to come around because she ended up being really fun. We danced together on the dance floor. I got a nice hug from her. I hope that that stays in because it just was like, it was cool to see her transformation. Not only did we come in and transform the space, but I really feel like this person changed, and for the good. Felt much more accepting and like less aggressively judgmental, you know? Sometimes that's all it takes is getting to know somebody that's a little different. Also went in with the eyeliner just around the crease. I'm gonna go back in with that dark shadow, and we are just smoking this all out. Now, I chose an aggressive eye look for this because I wanted to feel quite intense. I wanted to feel a bit butch, a bit masculine, but still blown out puss. Not the blown out puss, but the blown out puss, you know? But definitely one of my favorite things about shooting this show was creating all of these different looks and getting to play with different eye shapes and different makeup. And okay, we have the eyebrows on. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna bake the eyeshadow. I know if you're new here, then this is probably gonna be wild. But if you're not new here, then you've seen me do this in other videos. But this is an old Hollywood trick that they would do, and it just helps like make it buttery. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. I know it doesn't make sense to what we do nowadays, but Miss Wet n Wild powder, she gets me together. And you literally just dust it off. I'm gonna go do mascara, and we will be right back. Oh, farted from my mouth, now we're here. For the center of the lid, we're gonna go in with the glitter. We're gonna do the champagne-y colored. Because it's similar in pigment to what I'm wearing with the trench. So we're just gonna concentrate that on the middle part of the lid. I'm gonna go in with my phalange. So it usually works a little bit better. Just stamp her in. And then we're gonna go back in with the dark shadow and just blend that out. Actually, I'm gonna go in with the gold that's right beside it too. Yeah, that's fun. Makeup is just art. Play around, have fun with it. Okay, I'll stop yelling at you, fine. For lip liners, we're going in with queer-owned indie business, Canadian indie business, Jean-Luc Cosmetics, and color First Move. For this, I did do a bit of a bigger lip, because I like playing with the ideas of like Ultra Femme meets Ultra Mask. So I'm gonna make my upper lip a little bit bigger this time. Same thing, we're gonna just fill in. Y'all know how to do this step. Or maybe you don't actually. Maybe this is your first makeup tutorial. Who knows? And if it is, then definitely go watch the other video that is linked below. It shows you all of the basics first before you jump into this. I'm gonna go in with my lip brush and just blend this out before we go in with an actual lipstick. Today we're gonna be going in with Urban Decay. I love these. You shake them up. They finish like they look like they're a gloss, but they don't feel like a gloss, you know? Okay, my loves, we are back with lashes on. I did go in and darken this up just a little bit. You'll want to play around with it for yourself and see. That's a wild sentence. But I'm going in with this Fit Me Maybelline blush. You know I'm a Maybelline girly. Wait, she's born with it. Maybe, just maybe, she's not. If you've not heard me talk about it already, Victor Peters on the set of Dry Brunch Saved My Life got me obsessed with this. It smells good. It works good. It is MAC Fix Plus, bitch, and she Fix Plus. She does. Keep in mind, I had to fix some makeup in here, so I went in with liquid over top of powder, reset it, and I'm telling you, it's called Fix Plus because it fixes everything. Look. My problems are gone. Do you know what's so cool? Is beside me right now is Fabian, who might have made his channel debut by this point. I'm not sure yet. It depends where this episode falls. He is currently editing the campaign we shot with. I can't tell you yet. It's not out. But I'm so excited for you guys to see. It was also really cool because I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but Fabian does all of my online content. He's brilliant, so get your butts there. Okay, my loves, this is the final look. You'll get to see some of the actual full look where you can see the trench coat coming off as I peel away the toxic masculinity that was forced upon me by some rude-ass doctor. No, I guess it wasn't the doctor's fault. I guess it's society's. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and turn the notification bell on. New vlogs. Come on, so much content. We have tutorials, we have makeup looks, we have Q&A. I've got a bunch of guests that are going to be here on the channel, so make sure that you also hit subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out here today. As always, you have a safe space with me, Xtacy Love in the House of Love. My name is Xtacy Love. Yes, that makes my initials X now because I'm what? Fat And beauty comes in what? All sizes. Don't forget it. The media teaches you to hate everything about yourself and those around you. And I'm here to remind you to tell the media to kindly go fuck themselves. And that's about it. So thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you watch Drag Brunch Save My Life, where I am one of your judges. If you don't watch it, then I'm judging you. That's a lot of tit for YouTube. This is a lot of titty for YouTube. You're welcome. You're welcome. So please make sure you subscribe. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye, my loves.